The forest was dense and vast, filled with an array of vibrant and colorful trees. Eevee wandered through the thickets, its soft paws making a rustling sound on the leaves beneath them. The air was crisp and cool, and the sun filtered through the branches, casting a warm glow over the forest floor. Eevee looked up at the canopy of leaves above, marveling at the beauty of the world around it. As Eevee walked, it heard the sound of rustling leaves in the distance. Curious, it trotted towards the sound, its ears perked up. It soon stumbled upon a group of Pokemon, including a friendly Pidgey, a playful Meowth, and a curious Pikachu. They welcomed Eevee with open arms, sensing its confusion and loneliness. Eevee felt an instant connection with its newfound friends, and they bonded over their shared love of adventure and exploration. They took Eevee on a tour of the forest, showing it all the hidden nooks and crannies and the secrets that lay within. They showed Eevee the babbling brook, where they often played and splashed around, and the vast expanse of the meadow where the grass was so tall that it tickled their noses. As the day drew to a close, Eevee felt a sense of belonging and comfort in the company of its new friends. They huddled together under the canopy of trees, the moon casting a soft glow over their faces. They shared stories of their past adventures, laughed at their silly antics, and dreamed of what the future held. But just as they were about to settle down for the night, they overheard a sinister conversation coming from the other side of the forest. They crept closer, hidden in the shadows, and listened in on the conversation. They heard the evil plot of Team Rocket, who planned to capture all the Pokemon in the forest and sell them for profit. Eevee and its friends knew they had to do something to stop Team Rocket's evil plan. They looked at each other, determined and brave, knowing that they had to band together and fight for their home. With that, they set out on a journey that would test their strength, courage, and friendship, and change their lives forever. Eevee and its friends gathered together under a tall, ancient tree deep within the forest. The ground was littered with fallen leaves, and a gentle breeze rustled through the branches above them. Pidgey fluttered its wings nervously, and Pikachu looked around cautiously, ever alert for danger. "Okay, we need a plan," Eevee said, taking charge of the group. "Team Rocket is planning to capture all the Pokemon in the forest. We can't let them do that. We need to stop them." Meowth, who had been snoozing nearby, perked up at Eevee's words. "Yeah, we can't let those baddies take our home," it said, stretching its paws. "Indeed," Blastoise said, his voice deep and wise. "We must stand together and fight for our home and our kin. But we must also be strategic in our approach. Team Rocket is a powerful organization with many resources at their disposal. We need to be clever to outsmart them. What do you suggest?" Eevee asked, eager to hear Blastoise's wise counsel. Blastoise pondered for a moment, his eyes closed in deep concentration. "We need to hit them where it hurts the most," he said finally. "They're Pokemon. We need to free the Pokemon they have captured and turn them against them." "But how are we supposed to do that?" Squirtle asked, looking up at Blastoise with wide eyes. "We will need to find out where Team Rocket is keeping their captured Pokemon," Blastoise replied, "and then we will need to free them and convince them to join our cause." Eevee nodded in agreement. "That sounds like a good plan. But how do we find out where they're keeping the Pokemon?" "We will need to do some reconnaissance," Blastoise said. "We will need to scout around and gather information. I suggest we split up into teams and cover different areas of the forest. We can communicate with each other through our Pokemon's abilities." "Sounds like a plan," Pikachu said, nodding. "I'll go with Eevee and scout around near the river." "Me and Meowth will go check out the mountains," Squirtle said, his shell gleaming in the sunlight. "And I will go to the dark cave," Blastoise said, his massive shell thumping against the ground as he stood up. The group split up, each heading in a different direction. Eevee and Pikachu made their way towards the river, their eyes scanning the surrounding trees for any signs of danger. As they walked, Pikachu shared stories of its past adventures with Ash, its former trainer. "Once, Ash and I battled against a powerful Charizard," Pikachu said, its eyes shining with excitement. "It was an intense battle, but we managed to come out on top." Eevee listened to Pikachu's stories with rapt attention, feeling inspired by its bravery and determination. As they reached the river, they saw a group of Magikarp swimming lazily in the water. "Hey, do you know anything about Team Rocket capturing Pokemon?" Eevee asked one of the Magikarp. The Magikarp looked at Eevee and Pikachu suspiciously. "Why should we tell you anything?" it said, its fins flapping indignantly. "Because we need your help to stop them," Pikachu said, its voice steady and firm. The Magikarp looked at Pikachu, then at Eevee, and finally nodded. "Okay, I heard that Team Rocket is keeping the captured Pokemon in a secret base near the mountains. You should check." Eevee and its friends were determined to stop Team Rocket from capturing all the Pokemon in the forest. They prepared themselves for battle, and their hearts beat with anticipation as they approached their enemies. The sky was dark and the wind was howling, setting the perfect mood for the battle that was about to unfold. Team Rocket was ready for them, and they had brought out their strongest Pokemon to defeat Eevee and its friends. A Gyarados, with its fierce jaws and sharp teeth, emerged from the river, creating ripples as it approached Eevee and its friends. A Machamp, with bulging muscles and a menacing glare, emerged from the mountains, challenging them with its fists. A Nidoking, with its spiky armor and venomous tail, emerged from the dark cave, ready to strike. Eevee and its friends remained calm and collected, and they faced their opponents with courage and bravery. The battle began, and it was intense. Eevee took charge and used its speed and agility to dodge Gyarados' Hydro Pump. Pikachu, Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur combined their strengths and took on Machamp, with Pikachu using Thunderbolt, Squirtle using Water Gun, Charmander using Flamethrower, and Bulbasaur using Vine Whip. The attacks hit Machamp hard, but it wasn't enough to take it down. Alakazam, the Pokemon who was once abandoned by its trainer, approached the battle, seeking revenge against Eevee and its friends. Alakazam had evolved into a powerful Psychic-type Pokemon and was a formidable opponent. It used its psychic powers to levitate rocks and trees and throw them at Eevee and its friends. However, Eevee and its friends stood their ground and used their combined strengths to take on Alakazam. They battled fiercely, but Alakazam's psychic powers were too much for them to handle. Just as it seemed like all hope was lost, a group of Pokemon arrived to help Eevee and its friends. A group of Jigglypuff used their singing abilities to put Nidoking to sleep, while a pack of Growlithe used their fire abilities to counter Machamp's punches. A wise Blastoise emerged from the river and used its powerful Hydro Pump to weaken Gyarados. Eevee and its friends saw this as a sign of hope and renewed their strength. They continued to battle with all their might, and the tides of the battle turned in their favor. Squirtle, Charmander, and Bulbasaur worked together to take down Machamp, and Pikachu's Thunderbolt defeated Alakazam. With Team Rocket's plan foiled and their Pokemon defeated, they retreated in defeat. Eevee and its friends emerged victorious, and they celebrated their victory with the other Pokemon in the forest. They had come together to defend their home, and in the process, they had discovered the true meaning of friendship, strength, and unity. As the battle comes to an end, Eevee and its friends are left standing victorious. They exchange hugs, happy to have saved their home and each other. Eevee feels a newfound sense of confidence and belonging. It has found its place in the world, and its true identity has been revealed. As Eevee basks in the warm sunlight filtering through the trees, it feels a strange sensation deep within. Its body starts to glow with a bright light, and it begins to transform. Eevee's fur becomes spiky and electric, and it grows a set of sharp fangs. It evolves into a Jolteon, a powerful electric-type Pokemon. Jolteon looks around, feeling invincible and strong. Its electric fur crackles with energy, and it can sense the power coursing through its veins. Jolteon feels a deep sense of gratitude to its friends for helping it discover its true self. They had shown it that being different was okay, and that it didn't have to conform to societal norms. Jolteon's friends gather around congratulating it on its evolution. They are impressed by its new look and power and feel proud to be its friend. Pikachu gives Jolteon a playful nudge, and Squirtle splashes water on it, causing sparks to fly. Charmander creates a small flame, and Bulbasaur swings its vines in excitement. They all marvel at the power of their friend and the bond they share. Jolteon feels a sense of camaraderie with its friends. It knows that they will always have each other's back, no matter what challenges come their way. Jolt Eon feels a deep sense of belonging and purpose, knowing that it is part of a group that values friendship, unity, and bravery. As the sun begins to set, Jolteon and its friends walk through the forest exploring their home with newfound enthusiasm. They see the beauty in the trees, the river, and the mountains, and they appreciate the diverse habitats that exist within their home. They know that they have saved this beautiful land, and they will continue to protect it from harm. Jolt Eon looks up at the stars, feeling content and fulfilled. It knows that it has discovered its true identity, and that it can evolve in different ways based on its needs and surroundings. It has found a group of friends who accept it for who it is and appreciate its uniqueness. As Jolt Eon and its friends settle down for the night, they feel a deep sense of gratitude for each other and the adventure they had shared. They know that they will always cherish this memory and that they will continue to grow and evolve together. The story ends with Jolt Eon and its friends sleeping peacefully under the stars, ready for whatever adventures await them in the future.